What's up, diecast collectors? This is OBB, the diecast news guy, bringing you guys with another NASCAR diecast review on this YouTube channel. And no, it's not from 2009, but it's actually a 2013 Nationwide Series card that I picked up from Most Ever Race Collectibles. And I'm going to be talking about this guy a lot because you guys saw my Mega Diecast haul video. I did buy a lot of diecasts from this guy. And no, it's not Carl Edwards. We got to talk about Smoke, man. Tony Stewart's 2013 Ritz Oreo, or I should say Oreo Ritz, because that sounds more appropriate to say, but hey, the Oreo Ritz card, guys, from 2013. This guy, man, Tony Stewart, this guy, along with Dale Jr., I cannot stress this enough. Both these guys dominated the Daytona races in the Nationwide / Busch era. I mean, no doubt about it. I've absolutely lost count. I might actually, during the intermission of this video, I might actually have to go and look up how many wins Tony Stewart won at Daytona, because I remember seeing this guy just winning the season opener at the Nationwide and Busch Series at Daytona. I mean, when Tony Stewart was in that race, I was like, you know what? This guy is going to win the race, and he ended up winning a lot. But we'll get to more of that in a second, guys, as we're going to be taking out this beautiful rare diecast, and let's take a close look at the 2013 Oreo Ritz card driven by Tony Stewart. Man, oh man, does this diecast make you really want to get the munchies or grab a snack? I mean, this is just a beautiful paint scheme, guys. The red looks a lot more duller on camera, but this red, man, it's like a peachy red or like a pinkish red, but like in person, it is very, very nice, guys. I mean, and this is the first year that they implemented the Camaro diecast for the Nationwide Series, because, you know, they had Impalas back then. But yeah, this is the OG Camaro, man. I mean, look at that. And look at all those contingencies that we've had. That's something that we lack nowadays. And even when we got ourselves the OG Nationwide Series window banner. Gotta love that, man. That was the first of many that we were gonna have. Even though I wasn't the biggest fan of the Nationwide Series cars, with how they look, especially these little rabbit ear wings that we got. But yeah, this is just a beautiful looking diecast, guys. I love the simplicity of this car. I mean, it instantly gives me a throwback vibe to Dale Jr.'s Oreo Ritz cars that he's driven for Chance 2 and his own team as well. So, gosh, just a beautiful looking diecast, man. And of course, if you guys didn't know, Tony Stewart did won in this car at the 2013 Drive for COPD 300. And unfortunately, I mean, as entertaining that was, seeing Tony Stewart win, I mean, all of our concerns had to go to those 28 fans out there that unfortunately got severely injured. I think, like 28 were injured and 2 were in critical condition. If you guys don't remember, I mean, I watched that at your own risk. But if you guys saw that race, you know what happened. I'm not getting into more details about that, but thank God, even though this guy is not really relevant anymore, thank God Kyle Larson made it out there alive, because that was easily one of the most horrifying wrecks I've seen ever at Daytona. Easily. Especially when I saw that car and the engine just completely just go out of the car. God, it just reminded me of Elliott Sandler's 2010 Pocono crash. God, oh, I still get nightmare goosebumps after that. God, it was very, very disturbing to watch, to say the least. And especially when I saw that catch fence just get torn in half, and seeing all the debris fly out to the spectators. That's something that's like the worst case scenario that you could ever go to at a NASCAR race. And unfortunately, that happened. So it's just a damn shame that happened, man. I mean, as much as I did not want to rain on my own parade getting this car, that every time I look at this diecast, well, this and the Kyle Larson car, which is the number 32 Clorox car, which that's a rare car as well, it just gives me those vibes, sadly. But on a more positive note, guys, this diecast is beautiful. I love the Ritz cracker design that we got. That's something that they brought back from 2010, which ironically Tony Stewart did won in that car as well. The number 4 car that was driven for KHI, Kevin Harvick Incorporated. But of course, this is a Rich Childress Racing car. Just me, does that logo look a little lopsided? It definitely looks kind of swooshy, I will say that. This is a beautiful car, guys. I absolutely like this. Simplicity definitely does work. And God, this is just beautiful. Hey, look, I see a Menards logo. Yay, that's the start of all the beautiful Menards diecasts that we got. But we got ourselves a lot of familiar sponsors right here, like Bass Pro Shops, Mobile One, Wheat Thins, like Stewie says. Hey, Brian, you want some Wheat Thins? Why are you saying it like that? Well, you can't have Wheat Thins. God. God, what happened to that show, Family Guy? It was so funny. Oh, man. Vanilla wafers, Nutter Butter, man, just, if there's a snack that you see on this diecast, comment below, guys. I mean, actually, since we're talking about snacks, what is your all-time favorite snack, guys? I mean, it's, as much as I love, those buttery Ritz and those satisfying Oreos, I gotta go with my Cheez-Its, man. Extra toasty Cheez-Its. I said it on my Cheez-It review from Carl Edwards. Cheez-Its, man, they're the way to go. I mean, sorry to say that. I mean, I know this is not a Kellogg's car I'm reviewing. This is all Nabisco products, but hey, I gotta think outside the box, or in this case, think outside the ridges of the cracker. But yeah, back to the diecast, guys, and Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart, man. Ironically, this was the last time Tony Stewart ever won in a Nationwide / Xfinity series. I mean, I don't think Tony Stewart ever ran the Xfinity series. He ran the Nationwide series and the Busch series. So yeah, this is Tony Stewart's technically his final win. All right. And I'm saying that because if you guys didn't hear the news, Tony Stewart's not running the Indianapolis race for the Indianapolis Xfinity race, which is a damn shame because I think he would have been a good contender. But due to everything that's happened, I understand a lot of pressures going on, especially owning a team. So, heck, oh well. I mean, just another year to, just another thing to show how horrible this year has been. I mean, God, we're already halfway in this year, and it's already been bad enough. Godly. But I don't know. Hopefully next year we'll see Tony Stewart back in a Nationwide Series car. Well, Xfinity car. Damn you, Nationwide. But yeah, this is a beautiful looking diecast, guys. I mean, if I had to rate this along with the other Oreo Ritz schemes that he's driven before, he drew actually, I believe he's even with the Oreo Ritz schemes, guys. I think 3 out of the 4 times he won in the Oreo Ritz cars, because in 2010 he drove the Ritz car number 4, and then he drove the 33 car, which were actually, no, he drove the 4 Oreo car in 2010. That car is a beautiful car. And then he drove the 33 Oreo, the one with all the confetti on it, in 2012. That's the only one he didn't won in. I think he got a top 10, like finished 7th or whatever. And then he brought back the Ritz scheme. So that's a little brief history. But yeah, Tony Stewart, man, it's a shame this guy never won a Daytona 500. It's a damn shame. I mean, we all know he won that 2009 Daytona race, crashing Kyle Busch. But this guy, man, 7 out of his 11 wins in the Xfinity Series have came at Daytona. That is incredible. I mean, that is absolutely incredible, man. I mean, all but 4 wins came at Daytona for Tony Stewart's Xfinity career. I mean, I know 11 wins doesn't sound much, but this guy, man, he knew how to win at the super speedways, especially at Daytona. I mean, I think he was tied with Dale Jr., if I'm not mistaken. I mean, 7, I think? Yeah, I think he was tied with Dale Jr. at the time. So, this is a pretty historic diecast, and it's a beautiful paint scheme, and I do recommend picking it up, guys. But if you can find his other diecast, especially his 2010 or his 2011 ones, those are really cool as well. But anyways, guys, this has been OBB, the Diecast News Guy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this diecast review of the Tony Stewart's 2013 Oreo Ritz Chevrolet Camaro for Rich Childress Racing. If you guys enjoyed this diecast review along with other NASCAR diecast reviews, what the hell are you waiting for? Subscribe today so you guys stay up to date on the latest diecast reviews and many more. But tonight, guys, it's been OBB. Take you guys off to another diecast review very soon.